Hello, this is Sofia LightJewel, and today I wanted to share a story. So, my guides, they usually share their wisdom through stories. We are all storytellers at heart. If you think about your own personal life, it's a story. We continuously tell stories about who we are, about what life is all about the meaning of life. And so, anyways, this is how my guides share their wisdom. And basically, at this time, I was deeply connecting with the energy of Christ consciousness as an ascended master. And he was showing me, we were walking in a prairie and we were chatting, and it was sunny outside. It was a beautiful day, and we're exchanging stories and experiences until we got to a place where there was a lake and there was a little wooden boat. And so he kind of points me to the boat, and I say, okay. I step into the boat, and he's like, okay, this journey is you have to go on your own. And I look, it's like, you're not coming. It's like, this journey you have to take by yourself. And I'm like, okay. So he gives a little push to the boat, and the boat just kind of goes. And as I sit on the boat, I look towards the horizon, and um, I can see that the boat is going towards a place that I can't see. So now the lake, it's an ocean, and it's an ocean where I can't see anything. I'm in the middle of the ocean, and there's no sign of earth, of land. And so I start to get anxious. I start to fall into worry, and I start to get into my head and disconnect from my heart. And as soon as I started to disconnect from my heart, all these clouds start to pop in, and there's this thunder and storm, and the boat starts to go everywhere, and these big waves and so on. And as soon as I realized, after a few times that this happened, I realized that when I was getting into my head and disconnecting from my heart, the boat would lose its way. It would go into the sides, whereas when it was calm, it would just go straight forward like that. Even though I couldn't see yet the land on the horizon. But I realized that every time I came into my head, the boat will kind of lose its way. And so I started realizing and connecting that when that happened, all I had to do was take a few deep breath in and get connected to my breath and coming to this present moment and find that place of inner peace within myself. And when I did that, the boat will calm, the whole storm will clear up, and the boat will return to its center and its path. And so more and more it continued to happen, and it was easier every time that it showed up. It was easier for me to get into that place of breath and connectedness to my inner peace. So perhaps at the beginning it took, like, I don't know, days, and all of a sudden it just started to take minutes. And so until there was one point where I would have the practice and the awareness to connect to my breath, and the boat will come to center. One day I saw the land on the horizon, and on the land of the horizon there was a castle. Just by the excitement, I got into my head, and the boat started to go. So I realized, okay, I just need to come back to this present moment and connect, and the boat will settle again. And so I continued that process, and I arrived to the land, to this castle, this beautiful castle. And I get off the boat, and I started walking through this castle, and it felt like, even though I never been into this castle, it felt familiar. And so it was there. And so all of a sudden, I'm going and I find the tower. And by the bottom of the stairs into the top of the tower. And so I start walking step by step, going upwards through the tower. And I always get to a corner and it feels like infinite. So I realized that instead of pushing myself towards a tower, I would just simply enjoy every step. And when I'm tired, I decided to sit on the step. And when I'm ready to continue, I will go up and detach myself from like where is the destination. So just like those beautiful quotes, that it's like enjoy the process, enjoy the journey. So I started to take enjoyment on taking every single step, and started to feel enjoyment in like when my body was tired, would sit and rest. And when I felt like the energy was taking me up again, I would just climb more stairs until I got to a point where this was so natural to me that I let go of the idea that I needed to reach that. It was almost forgotten. And all of a sudden, when I reached that point, I could see the last 10 steps and a door that would lead me towards the outside. The thing that at this time, I wasn't in a rush to get to the top. I was truly enjoying every single step. And so, literally, I took one step, another step. And when there were only 3 steps to reach that door on the outside, on the top of the tower, I sat down. And you would ask, why are you sitting down? Just get on, like, just go out. There were 2 things. I was truly enjoying that moment of listening to my body. Doesn't matter that I could see the end. And I was really acknowledging the tower and those steps, what they have taught me. And at the same time, I knew that once I was in a boat and then I was in a tower, and now that door would lead me to something else, to something new. So I was truly enjoying that process, that whole process. When I was ready, I took those 3 last steps, I opened the door, and I stepped into the outside. And I was at the top of the tower. I could see like infinite. I could see everything, 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 everything. And as I was there, I was in such awe. And right there, I realized that right down below on that lake where I was, I couldn't see from this perspective. The details were I was too close. And then from here, I could see the beauty, just so beauty of everything. And in the moment, I could hear Jesus, that was at the beginning of my journey, saying into my heart, look through the eyes of God, in the sense of looking through the eyes of love, look through the eyes of empowered love. This is the view. And to me, it signified such a beautiful gift to look at myself and my life when things get confusing, when things get hard and challenging. I invite that view of seeing my life and myself through the eyes of God. And I always find love. I always find compassion. I always find a way through in clarity, through the challenge. And so I wanted to share this story for you, this teaching, so to support you, and hoping that it will support you also in the journey. So sending you lots and lots of love, and I'll see you on the next video. Ciao.